Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be doing the memorable moments tag, and I was tagged by the lovely Mallory, who's Love from Mallory. I will link her in the description box below. If you guys have not checked her out yet, you need to, because she's like one of my best YouTube buddies, and she actually created this tag, so I thought this would be awesome to kind of like spread the word more about it, because I do think it's a really great tag. It kind of makes you happy and like reminisce on the good times. So yeah, it's basically just talking about your favorite memories in certain categories and stuff. There's only 6 questions, so it shouldn't take too long, but you know, I kind of ramble, so I will try to minimize the rambling. Guys, enjoy this and let's get started. So the first question is, what is your most memorable trip? I kind of have 2 memorable trips that were really memorable to me. The first one was when I went to Germany and Paris. This was in the summer of 2009, I believe, going into 9th grade, I think. Or else it was going into 10th grade, I can't remember. But it was like a year or 2 ago. And that was my first trip out of North America, and it was just like the biggest deal to me. And first we went to Germany for about like a week or so, and my dad's friend lives there, so we got to see his house and his dogs, and he kind of like showed us around. It was just really cool to see that type of architecture and buildings and castles and stuff like that. And then after we went to Germany, we went to Paris, but we were only there for like 2 or 3 days, so I wish we were there longer. We could have done more. We didn't really do much shopping there because we weren't there that long, but we saw like the Arc de Triomphe and the, I'm probably saying that wrong, and the Eiffel Tower, which was like a huge thing to do on my bucket list, to see the Eiffel Tower, so that was just amazing to me. We climbed all the way to the top, so that was definitely one of my most memorable trips. But my second one is when I went to Mexico for the second time. This was spring break of freshman year. And I went with one of my best friends. She lives like a few houses down from me. So we went, and it was like the senior spring break trip because they always go to the same place. And also my best friend who lives right next door to me went with her basketball friend. So she was there at the same resort we were. And when we got there, we saw 2 of our other guy friends and then 2 of their friends. So there was like a huge group of us, and we just really bonded in this trip, and I thought it was just awesome that we could, you know, spend that much time together and have so much fun. The most memorable nights of that trip was when we were like walking around at night, you know, and the power went out, and we were like, what? And we were so scared because we had no idea what was going on. So we were like walking around, we were trying to find if there was like a worker walking around, and they one person had like a flashlight, so we were like, do you know what's going on? Like, they didn't really speak English, but they're like, not really, no, we don't know. So we were kind of freaked out, but we like walked around, and we finally the lights turned on after like an hour or 2, but it was just really scary. But it was kind of fun to just like walk around in the complete darkness, and that sounds kind of weird and sketchy, but I don't mean it like that. So I don't know, it was just memorable, and it was just really fun to get to spend that much time with my friends and stuff. So yeah, definitely 2 of my most memorable trips, I guess. The second question is most memorable birthday. This question I actually don't really have an answer to, which is kind of sad, but I've never made a big deal about like birthdays. I went to a bowling alley one time, and it was really fun, and then I one of the pins that I first hit I got to keep, and then everyone signed it, and I still have that bowling pin, which I need to put it up in my room sometime because I redid my room, so like all of my stuff is downstairs from my old room, and I need to kind of go through that and stuff. But yeah, I don't really have like a most recent memorable birthday, I guess. So the third question is most memorable athletic moment, and I'm sure most people would say, you know, the first time I got a home run or grand slam or something like that, but mine is kind of hilarious and embarrassing, but I'm going to share with you guys anyway. This actually happened to me twice, and the second one's kind of more funny, but I'm going to share with you guys both anyway. So the first time, I hadn't played softball for like 2 months because we're off after the summer until like our fall season starts, and I remember like getting off the plane and then having to play the next morning, and I just really wasn't feeling super into playing a game the next day. And we went there, and it was like the middle of the game, and like right out when I got there, I remember I had to pinch run for someone. So I was like, I quickly I quickly switched spots with our catcher so I could go run for her, and I'm on the base. So the ball was hit to like right field or something, so I was just booking it to second base, and I trip. Right, like halfway in between first and second base. I tripped, and I don't know what it was, but my cleats were kind of big for me, so yeah, I tripped, and I was just like flat on my face, and by that time the ball had already gone to second base, and I was clearly out by a long shot. The second time this happened was really funny. I was on second base, and I was also pinch running for our catcher, and I remember the ball was hit like far into left field, so I could definitely make it home, but I had to run really fast to get there. and obviously slide. So I was running, you know, as fast as I could to third base, and in practice we kind of learned a certain way to round the bases. Like, you want to make sure that your right foot touches the inside of the base, like of the third base, so that you can quickly round it. Well, I was really focused on making sure that that foot hit it, because my coach is kind of like keen on like making sure that we do that. So I was like rounding it, and I like made sure, and it really wasn't natural for me to put that leg there, because at the certain pace that I was running, my left foot should have kind of touched that, but I was really focused, so I kind of like stutter stepped and I like touched it, and then I ended up, my legs like were crossing when I was running, and I just tripped and I was flat on my face again, you know, again, way to go, Caitlin. And this was like a crucial moment because the ball was in left field, but at this point it was at third base, and I was in between third base and home. But the girl who was playing third base was so shocked at what had just happened, that I just tripped and fell on my face, that she just stood there with her hand like this. I just knew in my heart that I needed to get up and keep going and not just like completely let myself fail. So I just got up and I kept running, and I slid into home and I was safe, but it was hilarious. Everyone was just laughing hysterically, and they're like, Caitlin, 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 you are ridiculous. Like, this is the second time this has happened within like 3 years. So yeah, that was super embarrassing because this was like last summer, but yeah, what can I say? So question number 4 is, what's your most memorable school moment? Anyone in the school could enter the button contest, which you can make a design on like this cutout circle. And the top 3 people to win actually got their designs put on a button. And I remember entering, and I drew this dog, and I don't really have it with me right now because it's actually downstairs, but it's this dog, and then it was like reading a book, and it was like dogs like to read too. I don't even know why I said that. It doesn't make any sense, but it won, and I got my thing, my design put on a button, and it was just like a huge deal to me that I got to be one of the 3 people in the school to get that. So I was super, super excited. And last question is most memorable YouTube memory. This one, I kind of have a couple as well. I think it will change if I go to IMATS. My answer would definitely probably be IMATS, because that's going to be like the most memorable experience ever. But definitely just getting to know people. Everyone is so nice. It's just really fun to be able to text my YouTube friends and like iChat and video chat and vlog TV with them and stuff. And it's just really fun, and just making plans for the summer to get together and stuff. So I think that's just a huge memory. It's not really a memory because it's still ongoing, but it's just a huge deal to me just to be able to interact with everyone on YouTube, and they're just so sweet. But also one of my memories was when I hit 10,000 subscribers. That was a huge accomplishment for me because I never thought that anyone would watch my videos. I don't really think you ever realize how many people are going to watch your videos, especially when you first start. Like, you really have no idea if you're going to get 100 subscribers within a year, or if you're going to get 100,000 subscribers in a year, you know? So it was just a huge deal for me when I hit 10,000. I don't really remember when it was, but it was just the biggest day for me ever. And now I'm at like 30,000, and you guys just mean so much to me. So thank you so much. You guys are like absolutely amazing. And but 10,000 was just that really huge milestone for me. Like 10,000, you know, it was just a huge deal. So, you know, 1,000 was a huge deal to me, but like 10,000, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. So, that was definitely probably my biggest YouTube memory. So that is it for the tag video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you have filmed this, or if you're going to film this, please post as a video response, because I tag you, I tag everyone. I'll tag specifically some people below, but I also tag everyone, so you can just say that I tagged you. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!